Okay, this is PowerPoint Lecture C, and it's Lecture C2, where we're going to be talking about PowerPoint presentations, inserting charts, and how to enter and edit chart data. A chart, once again, we've talked about these earlier, is a graphical representation of numerical data, and a chart helps your audience, when they're viewing your PowerPoint presentation, understand the content that you've got in there. If you've got numerical content, presenting it in a chart will give them a quick visual cue as to what you're going to talk about. Every chart has a corresponding worksheet that contains the numerical data that's displayed on the chart, and an embedded object is one that is a part of your presentation, except for the embedded object's data source can be opened for editing purposes. So when you're going to insert a chart, you're going to just decide from a default chart location. We'll take a look at the insert, and chart, which shows you this window here. And then once again, you can pick the different types of charts that you want to enter. We talked about this briefly yesterday, and I want to make sure that we get through it again today. You're going to pick the type of chart you're going to put in, and when you insert a chart, you've got a variety of different ways that you can chart your data. You've got columns, bars, pie, radar, combos, line charts, scatter plots. There's all kinds of charts that you can use, and those are listed at the bottom of page 57. So you want to take a look at that when you get a chance. So when you enter and edit chart data, after you insert the chart into your presentation, you'll need to replace the sample data with the correct information. So when you enter or import your own data, the chart's automatically updated in PowerPoint. So if you're using your own data, there's no problem with putting a chart in there. So let's go and we'll take a look at our sample presentation here, and let's insert a chart in this presentation. I gotta get back to the right window here. Okay, insert chart, and we're going to go with a bar chart. Let's go with a bar chart this time. We're going to say OK. Now this is pulling up the data for the chart in PowerPoint. That's going to be series 1, 2, and 3, and it shows here categories 1 through 4, and the series 1, 2, and 3 that the data is actually pulled from. We're going to close that down for right now. But if you actually look at the chart itself, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to pull this up. First, get rid of this text in the back that's distracting. And let's pull this up so that we can actually see the chart better. I'll blow this up a little bit bigger so you can actually see the chart. You've got Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. Series 3 isn't showing on here for some reason, but if you look at the actual data that this was designed from, you'll see that there's data in each one of the series that will allow you to mess around with changing the data, put in the data you need to, or if you want to use data from a spreadsheet of your own, you can. So, okay, first I want to show you we can go in and edit the data. Now here we've got data that we can edit, and for some reason Series 3 is not showing up, and I'm not sure why. So we're going to grab all of this and we're going to see if that changes as far as the chart area goes. See if Series 3 will show up on the chart. Let's go into the colors. Let's pick a different color scheme. Let's pick this. That way you can see that Series 3 actually has a black chart now, so you can actually see what the values for Series 3 actually show up now. That's one thing you need to keep in mind when you're creating a chart, to make sure that you keep in mind how it's going to show up in your presentation, to make sure that the chart displays as you want it to. And in this case, with there being a white line, a white block for Series 3, that's why Series 3 did not show up in the drawing. Now you can add to the chart title here. You can actually edit the categories. You can edit the series down at the bottom. You can edit all of those legends as you need to when you're working on your PowerPoint and putting your chart in the presentation.